Okay, let's just get right into it. A massive shock to the global energy market is coming. And trust me, it's coming for your wallet. In this explainer, we're going to break down exactly what's going on and walk you through a simple three-step plan to prepare for it.
So, right now, the global situation is, well, it's pretty on edge. You see all these tensions flaring up in key energy producing parts of the world, and that creates a ton of uncertainty. And this isn't just news headlines. It directly messes with the entire energy supply chain, which means we could see some wild price swings and the perfect storm for a major market shock.
And just to give you an idea of the scale we're talking about, it's a $100 billion shock to the global energy market. Now, this isn't just some abstract number for economists to argue about. Nope. It represents a very real cost that is absolutely going to get passed down the line, eventually landing right on us, the consumers. People are starting to call this the energy tax of 2026, and it's basically a hidden price hike on, well, pretty much everything you buy. Why? Because when it costs companies more for energy, they pass that cost on to you. So this isn't some far-off prediction, it's a financial reality that's already starting to brew. And today we're going to walk through a three-step guide to help you get ahead of it. So how does this big, abstract economic thing become your personal money problem? Let's get into it.
Look, this isn't just about the price of gas for your car. Rising energy costs have this ripple effect. It makes it more expensive to produce and ship your groceries. It even raises the cost for the servers that run your Netflix and Spotify subscriptions. This chart here kind of gives you a visual of that jump in the average monthly cost of living. It shows you just how wide the impact is going to be.
Now, when you see stuff like this, it's really easy to feel kind of helpless, right? Like costs are just going to go up and there's nothing you can do. But some people, the really proactive ones, are already making quiet, smart moves to protect their finances. This is our chance to see what they're doing.
So you really have to ask yourself, is my wallet actually ready for this kind of pressure, month after month? All right, so let's get into the good stuff. Step 1. One of the biggest things financially savvy people are doing is a simple but really powerful cost audit. It's all about finding those hidden savings you didn't even know were there. For starters, let's talk about your utility bill. A lot of providers have something called time of use rates, and this slide shows you exactly what that means. Running your dishwasher or doing laundry during peak hours, usually right around dinner time, 6 p.m., can cost way more than doing the exact same thing in what they call green windows, which are typically late at night, say between 10 p.m. and 6 a.m. How much more, you ask? It could be up to 40%. Seriously, a 40% premium you might be paying just because of when you push the start button on your appliances. It's a huge hidden cost that most of us just completely miss. And this just shows you how powerful one tiny change can be. Just by shifting when you use those big appliances, an average household could save around $400 a year. That's step 1 right there, plugging a major invisible leak in your budget. Okay, on to step 2. This one is all about making your finances more resilient. It's time to pivot your budget and start building a portfolio that can handle inflation. So try to think about your money in these 3 buckets: your needs, protection, and growth. The one we really want to zoom in on here is the protection bucket. Now look, this isn't financial advice, and you should always talk with a professional, but a strategy to think about is reallocating some of those protection funds. When energy prices are spiking, things like commodities or even stocks in energy-efficient tech can act as a shield against inflation. And speaking of protection, you can't leave free money on the table. Lots of governments are offering rebates to help out with high energy costs. For instance, you see places like Brisbane and Zurich rolling out programs like petrol tax reductions. It is absolutely worth a few minutes to check your local government's website. But here's the catch. A lot of these programs are temporary and they expire fast, some in as little as 30 days, so you gotta be on it. All right, on to the final step. And this one is maybe the most powerful, because you're gonna let technology do all the heavy lifting for you. It's time to deploy your AI assistant. I want you to look at this quote on the screen. This right here is the exact prompt you can use. We're calling it the 2026 Energy Survival Prompt. You can literally copy and paste this into an AI tool like ChatGPT or Gemini, give it your anonymized spending data, and it will comb through everything to find savings you'd never spot on your own. It is honestly that simple. You copy the prompt, you paste it into the AI, and you let the machine do its thing. An action that takes maybe 2 minutes could scan your bills and subscriptions in a way that would take a human hours, and it could potentially save you hundreds, maybe even thousands of dollars. So at the end of the day, the big takeaway here is that this isn't just about hunkering down and hoping for the best. It's about getting prepared. Yeah, the challenges are real, but that doesn't mean your bank account has to take the hit. It's your turn to act.
And to make this super easy, we've put all of this into one simple checklist. You can download it, follow the steps, and put yourself in that group of people who are actually protecting their financial future instead of just worrying about it. So I'll just leave you with this one thought. We've laid out the problem and a 3-step solution. The crisis is real. So, what's your first move?